am I watching a science show? Where am I? It's
now,
like...
this was our normal scheduled start, but because we were showing the sneak peek of the Today Special, we started at 10:30. But this is our normal start time, so we just wanted, in case you tune in now, we just wanted to give a quick sneak peek of the Today Special. So just a minute or two just to let you know that Choco Nuvo, we will be starting with at midnight, and then following Choco Nuvo, we'll be doing our PC Liver and Brain and Liver Antioxidant Extracts. But our Choco Nuvo is without question the best tasting dark chocolate in the world. It's the only dark chocolate in the world that also lowers total and LDL cholesterol, can help to reduce your risk of heart disease. And dark chocolate is heart healthy to start with, but there is no dark chocolate in the world that tastes as good as this and that works as well as this. And I'll explain why at midnight. But if you just read the reviews, it's hard to get, when something deals with taste and flavor, it's hard to get much of a universal agreement. But on this product, it's almost unanimously perfectly reviewed.
Absolutely, at 4.4 stars. So again, all you do is pick your size of choice. Remember, this is a real quick preview. This is our variety show for the big warm-up for when the party officially happens at midnight. You choose the 30, 60, 120, or 300. By the way, that's a special size that Andrew does only for this big December Today's Special. You gotta see the size on this. Free shipping. I work out, and I have to tell you, I'm glad that I do, because you wouldn't want to drop this on somebody, but we're paying to send that to you. Remember, it is on 6 pay flex pay, extended holiday return policy, and then you just choose the level of the chocolate taste that you want.
Intensity.
The intensity, yes.
So 66 is very much, even though it's dark chocolate, very much like milk chocolate. 74% is sort of the happy medium, significant dark chocolate, but in our world it will not be bitter because of the way, the chocolate that I selected from South America, and also the way our chocolate is put together. It will not be bitter, it's low in sugar. And our 91, despite being almost pure chocolate at 91%, again, it will not be bitter, and it will be creamy like milk chocolate. You'll love them all.
Indeed. Okay, so our other Today's Special, give everybody a little peek. So you can choose the PC Liver in the capsules or the PC Liver Antioxidants, because this is the time of year we are abusing our livers. Andrew's having a little Choco Nuvo snack.
It's just even, I'm biting into the 91%, and it's just amazing. The 91%, which usually is like, it's dry, typically 91%, sure. But this is so creamy, melt in your mouth like milk chocolate.
It is, even in that 91%. So if you want the liver, now remember, PC, the capsules, or you can do the PC Liver Antioxidant or the bundle.
PC Liver and Brain, the phosphatidylcholine, which is the building block for your liver, or the Liver Antioxidant Extracts, which is really about detoxification. And I'll talk about both of those at length. Together, they're a perfect pair. As I was saying yesterday when I was talking to Adam, I said it's sort of a perfect 1-2 punch for your liver, since this time of year our liver becomes a bit of a punching bag. But it's an opportunity to give your body the critical building block. And choline has been a long overlooked nutrient that we just don't get adequate amounts of. So phosphatidylcholine is the most important single building block in our liver, as well as our brain. And then when we look at liver antioxidant extracts, these are botanical extracts. They're artichoke extract, silymarin extract, milk thistle extract, standardized for silymarin, and turmeric extract. Standardized for curcuminoids. And all of those ingredients have compelling scientific research showing their benefits in terms of the liver, detoxifying the liver. So it really is the time of year to think about these things. And in the midnight hour, I'll go at more length, I'll read some reviews, and I'll also read some science on it.
Absolutely. By the way, respectively, you are looking at a 4.6 star customer pick average. And not only that, if you do the bundle, biggest savings, but it's like a buy one, get one free. So lots of reasons to do that. So we can see where the magic happens. And of course, if you are new to HSN, I hope just, take a nice little lie down, take a little seat, and prepare yourself, because you're going to learn things not only about vitamins in a way that aren't being done by any other manufacturer. They're created in no other way with the energy of the sun. And you have so many good things planned for us in this show.
Plus, I forget when I'm here because I get so involved in the shows. But what other company broadcasts or actually went to the lengths? We had to build this set on our factory floor. If we wanted to do these shows from the factory floor and have the factory functioning, we had to build this very unique sealed environment that has its own separate air supply. So we've done this because I want you to feel, as proud as I feel, I want you to feel equally secure about where you get your products from. And so we'll be doing a little walk around here a little bit later. We'll do a little tour. But we're right here that's where we do our bottling of the products. So it's an opportunity to see exactly where the bottles we're talking about now, they went down that line probably only about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And because all of the products we talk about have all been recently manufactured. And our Ultimate Eye we're talking about this evening was probably produced less than 30 days ago. Not probably, was produced less than 30 days ago.
Absolutely. As an aside, you also did it in part for the puppies, which you'll see more of. So, you know. Well, anyway, they're the three amigos tonight.
And even this is a product that I put pretty much every day. I empty about 1/4 of a capsule of Ultimate Eye into both Lincoln and Marcel's food.
Oh, wow.
So, and eventually we'll have a little packet that you'll be able to open and very affordably provide it. And Lincoln heard his name, of course. He thinks, hey, buddy.
He's like, Daddy's talking to me.
Could you sit?
Daddy's talking.
Can I have a high five? Can I have the other side? Can you do a rounder? Can you sit? You're a good boy.
Oh, Andrew, he still looks like a puppy.
He's great.
I swear to you.
He's going to be 11, and he's just doing fantastic. He still runs all over the place with Marcel. So.
See, he's like you. He hasn't aged a day. So. All right, I'm not.
I wish I could say that. Yes.
I won't take up Colleen's bailiwick. I know you guys talk about.
Anybody could do the math. I started my company.
Right.
In September of 2019, it will be 40 years.
Wow.
So I started my company 40 years ago. So I'm not a spring chicken, but I do my best, and it's all about staying here as long as possible and doing it as gracefully as possible. So that's what I endeavor to do, and hopefully I assist you in doing that as well.
He does indeed. By the way, when we talk about Andrew's products, quite often we'll say they are see the difference, feel the difference products. I mean, certainly that pun would apply on this. It's a 4.6-star customer pick rating. Special savings, 6-pay flex pay on everything, which is remarkable. I mean, that makes everything almost like a little mini Today's Special. I mean, I don't know when that late breaking edition happened, but I'm happy to take advantage of it. So you choose the 30, the 60, the 180, and the 360, and these are huge, huge savings. And for anyone who has used this product like I do, I'm such a huge fan. I mean, for a lot of reasons. When we're all getting older, it's certainly better than the alternative, but I think our eyes in particular are taking maybe even more abuses in today's modern world than maybe in the past. I don't know about you, but you hear about that blue light. I wear, special computer glasses. We're on our phones. We're on our tablets. We're staring at screens all day.
And you could put, we're looking at these bright lights in a studio here. On your phone, you could put the blue light filter on your phone, which I recommend you doing. But our eyes are exposed to radiation over the course of our lifetime. We know that. I've been talking about that on television for about 30 years. I've been talking about it since I started my company. And lutein and zeaxanthin, I don't know of any other companies that started talking about lutein and zeaxanthin before we did. And lutein and zeaxanthin are the very carotenoids that I talked about them before we could even put them in a product, in fact. But they're the carotenoids that are the optical pigment in the retina of our eye. That they are a part of our visual system. So it's not that this is something that works on your eye and delivers benefits. This is something that's part of your eye working and part of your eye protecting itself. So it's part of your eye delivering clear, crisp vision to you. It's also part of your eye's system of protecting itself. And the body is a remarkable, miraculous design, and so many ingredients play those dual roles that they're used for the function of that system, but then they're used to protect the system as well. CoQ10 is an example of that. So our Ultimate Eye product, what's most compelling about the reviews is that people actually, as Shannon started off, they see the difference. And even more than that, what's great about going to your optometrist or your ophthalmologist now, they really have opportunities to look in your eye and to take scans and take images of your eye that they really get to see in detail the health of the tissue of your eye, especially key structures like the retina of your eye, the macular region of your eye. And that's the feedback we get, that when you deliver the optical pigments, when you deliver lutein and zeaxanthin, these protective compounds, when you deliver the anthocyanins I talked about earlier, your body knows what to do with them concentrated concentrates them in the tissues where they're required, and delivers their protective benefits to your vision. And our vision, it's hard to, all of our senses are important, but it's hard to imagine any one of our senses being more important to us than our eyesight and vision. And it's so easy to protect it. It's impossible to protect it with the typical American diet. It's so easy to protect it with a product like this.
Indeed. I will tell you, I actually missed this when I was on Today's Special this last week. I had the nerve of taking vacation when you did it, and honestly, he's bringing it back, not only at a time of year. I think we think of this product in the summer, but the reality is our eyes get just as many abuses, yes, from technology, but that light glinting off that snow, and just the natural aging process. And even for things like night vision, for me, has been a big difference with this.
But also, what we often don't think about, in the winter, the sun spends more time lower in the sky.
Oh, that's true.
The days might be shorter, but the sun spends more time lower in the sky, which means it spends more time within our field of vision. And as you said, reflecting off snow and things like that. So it's a time of year we often focus on a product like this during summer, but you really have to focus on a product like this throughout the year. What I always say, if nothing else, a product like this should serve as a wake-up call to consume more green leafy vegetables, things like spinach, kale, even things like asparagus, even peas are a wonderful source of lutein and zeaxanthin. And things like blueberries, blackberries, cherries, raspberries, even strawberries, they're a source of anthocyanins. And anthocyanins are protective both to the tissues and structure in your eye, support night vision in your eye, also support healthy circulation to and from your eye. So that's basically, if it comes down to it, you don't have to be that brilliant to create a great product like this. You simply have to look at the requirements of the eye when it comes to the foods that we're not eating, and then take those natural ingredients as they exist in nature and put them in a product. And that's exactly what they did, what we did with this product. Those same ingredients are what you find in here. In
a way that no one else did. And just so you understand, this is one of our more limited inventory items for this special live remote broadcast that both Adam and I will be participating in. We're going to share the magic. We're going to do a behind-the-scenes tour. But definitely when you see your size of choice, choose it while we have it available.
I'll open a capsule here quickly. They're small capsules, and if we could get real close to this, because you could appreciate what this product is. Because again, pure product, unlike every other product on the market, there's no additives. So what you see there, I'm not sure if it comes across, that's purple, but it looks like it's got like yellow powder in it.
Yeah.
So what it is, the purple are the anthocyanin-containing berries. The gold color are those of the granules of lutein and zeaxanthin. So basically, because we don't use additives, and one of the reasons you're in a factory in Henderson, Nevada, in the high desert, in the low humidity, is so I could get powders like that, which normally aren't going to flow and cooperate. I could get powders like that into a little capsule like that. So that's, we're in the desert here, so we could make a broader range of products and continue to make them pure. The typical vitamin product has a long list of additional ingredients, inactive ingredients, additives, whatever you call them, things that have nothing to do with the benefits of the product. This product, you look at this chart here, and those are the beneficial ingredients in the product.
Oh, wow.
And there's no list of any other ingredient except the capsule. So, and again, as I was saying, even with my dogs, I take that capsule, I open it, I put about a quarter of the capsule in their food, and then I seal the capsule back up and I swallow the rest of it. I do the same with CoQ10, I do the same with glucosamine, but it's the same ingredients, and certainly with our dogs, their accelerated lifespan, the things and issues that I tend to talk about in terms of my products, which are all about quality of life and maintaining that quality of life over a quantity of years, we have to focus on it even more, and we know this with our dogs, with our pets that we love, because their lifespan is a bit more compressed than our own.
Well, and that's just it. As we often say, God helps those who help themselves and their pets, and we hope if you are interested in getting this, remember, this is one of our more limited opportunities. So whatever size of choice you want, I would absolutely recommend that you do that now while your size is still available. These are not stunt workers. These are the real elves at work.
We don't hire stunt people. No.
No, exactly.
These are the folks who make the products. That's the bottling line. I'm not sure what they're bottling right there. We'll be out there in a little bit and we can take a look. But that's actual production going on, and that's exactly where the product that we just spoke about, the Ultimate Eye Support, it went down that line just as this brand new product that we're about to talk about.
Oh, Andrew, okay.
This is something that I originally was looking at this product about 20 years ago.
Okay.
But the sources of DHA from algae, they still used a lot of harsh chemicals to create the product. They weren't non-GMO, so there were a lot of issues, and they still had kind of a fishy taste. So finally, there's a source of algae. I was actually up in Nova Scotia, which is where it comes from. This comes from the Bay of Fundy up in Nova Scotia. And the Bay of Fundy, I always knew about the Bay of Fundy back in elementary school because it was well known as the place that has the highest differences in tide every day.
Oh.
And that's a pretty harsh environment where, if you think of the coastal areas, that an area that's going to be underwater 1 minute, 50 feet of water will disappear. So the tidal differences are 50 feet. Also up in Nova Scotia, it's some pretty harsh winters and things. It gets pretty cool up there, cold up there. So that's where our algae comes from. And this is a natural product that's extracted from a natural algae. And most folks don't realize this, but fish don't make omega-3s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fish are without question, the best source of omega-3s. But fish don't make omega-3s. Algae makes omega-3s. Fish then eat algae. It then gets to them through the food chain, and fish then concentrate those omega-3s. Unfortunately, algae-based omega-3s have always been extremely expensive, non-GMO. They still kind of have an unpleasant fishy taste. That's all history. It's taken a couple of decades, but we finally were able to locate an algae, and each capsule gives you 250 milligrams. Doctors recommend typically someone takes 250 to 500 milligrams of omega-3s a day, perhaps up to 1,000 if you have cardiovascular issues. But you get 250 milligrams per capsule of our algae-based omega-3s that comes from just north of us here in, as they say, the Great White North in Canada, in Nova Scotia. So it's a product I'm incredibly excited about. You know, one day I hope we could make an omega-3 product that's EPA, DHA, that's entirely from algae and affordable. But the fact that this isn't 4 times more or 5 times more than our omega-3s, you're actually, I think it's the same price as our omega-3, you're just getting half the quantity. So that's a breakthrough, and it's non-GMO, so it really, and it's the most important omega-3, it's all DHA, 100% DHA.
Okay, so here's the thing. You choose your size of choice.
By the way, I just wrote this label 36 hours ago.
Did you really?
Literally just 36 hours ago. So this product is
literally hot off the press.
Fresh off the presses. the algal oil came to us frozen. Came to us from Canada frozen. It probably only arrived in facilities here a week ago.
Oh, wow.
So we had to wait a couple of days for it to defrost. So this is brand new, brand spanking new, and it's incredibly, incredibly exciting. And the company with whom we're working in Canada that does that, the only reason we're able to do this at this kind of price and this kind of value is thanks to them. And they've done a remarkable job making an algae that's as natural, non-GMO, and as clean tasting as this. You know, I could take, and I tested out on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, I could take a handful of these capsules and there's no repeat at all.
Absolutely. So here's what you do. Choose the 30, 60, 180, or 360. Huge savings, of course. Largest savings always on the largest sizes. The big thing I'd like for you to be aware of, though, is, and I always defer to Andrew on this, anytime he launches a new product, it sells out virtually instantaneously, and certainly, I know a lot of us, we listen, we learn. You're welcome to make your choice 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't know, since this is hot off the presses, if Andrew will be able to secure any more inventory for the balance of the visit. I defer to you in terms of the availability on this.
Oh, well, right now,
okay.
I don't think it's not looking
I know, that's why I'm like,
be.
okay.
Because I doubt if significant amounts of this is actually even in capsules yet.
Oh, wow.
So we'll probably be shipping this in about, I'd say in about a week.
Oh, no kidding.
So it'll not, usually our products come to you quickly. This might actually take a little bit of time.
Okay,
So,
all right. So just be aware, this is exceedingly limited. Making its debut now, of course, 6-pay flex pay, extended holiday return policy in many respects. We all know why we want our omegas, and certainly they're essential for great quality of life. Certainly for our brain, for our heart, for our liver, for our eyes, for our stress levels. But you're kind of cutting out the middleman when you're going right to the source,
yeah,
basically.
As I've always said, with our fish oil omega-3s, which we'll have the graphic on the bottom if you want to get that.
Sure.
That's at event pricing. But our fish oil omega-3s, we always focus on the most important. It's always basically 60%, 40%. 60% DHA, 40% EPA. So this product, the algal DHA, this is 100% DHA. So, and it's all algae sourced, so there's no, for those of you who are allergic to fish, can't consume fish, don't want to consume fish, whatever it might be, even though our fish oil, of course, has no fishy aftertaste, no fishy repeat, this is the first algal-sourced DHA that I'm willing to get excited about, that I'm willing to put my name on the label. So it's an exciting material, and it's an opportunity to get. Now I take my 1 capsule every day of essential omega-3, max essential omega-3, and then I take a capsule or 2 of this as well.
Oh, because I was just going to ask. So I could alternate, because I could take 1 in the morning,
Absolutely.
1 at night. I love that. Yeah. That's a great idea.
And as you can see, it's a small capsule. It's you could even see probably easier in the white bowl
right.
in front of Shannon, that you could see it's a beautiful golden color, and that's the natural extracted algae, and it's funny. Basically, what they do is they take the algae out of nature, and then they just have to convince it. You create the right environment for it to produce the omega-3 oil that you seek, which is DHA, and it's the natural triglyceride form of DHA as well.
That is pretty impressive.
So it's exciting. It's something I've wanted to do for a couple of decades, and it's exciting to be able to deliver DHA, which again, DHA is 2/3 of the dry weight of our brain. DHA is the most concentrated DHA in our body, is in the retina, the macular region of our eye, by far. So DHA is a key component to healthy vision, a key component to a healthy brain, healthy behavior, healthy emotions, balanced emotions, all of those things. DHA is a critical component of it. We don't tend to get it in our diet. Now we have it from a plant source, a plant-based source.
Well, and even though we're broadcasting from Willy Wonka's factory, that of course alluding to the Choco Nouveau today's special that we'll do, of course, our expanded presentation on at midnight. We're going to the source. He's going right to the source of your DHA. But the thing about this is, and I'm certainly not going to be alarmist, and that's why I always defer to Andrew, because it is literally hot off the presses based on how many we have in our system and how many of our friends are joining us right now. And remember, you can shop via our app or call that toll-free number or go onto hsn.com. In all likelihood, it does appear that this will be your first and your only airing. So the good news is you tuned in for that first show. We would love to send it your way. For those of us out there who take Andrew's Ultimate Omega, as I do, and I take it twice a day as recommended by my doctor. I do it for a lot of different reasons. I think when we said no one makes vitamins like Andrew, here's a clear case in point. He's cut out the middleman, so to speak, so he's going right to the source of that algae, doing it in a way that nobody else does to reap those maximum benefits. I actually take it for my stress management and my mood levels, among many other things.
And you could find there's algae-based DHA in the market, but just like there's fish oils out there that are ethyl esters, you'll find most of the algae out there will be ethyl esters, which are a synthetic form, which liberates ethanol in your body, trace amounts of ethanol, that aren't going to be non-GMO, that are exposed to harsh chemicals. There's in our process, there's no solvent. We take the natural goodness of the algae, we don't mess with it. And it's not going to have an unpleasant odor. It's not going to repeat on you. Again, as I said, it's non-GMO. So it's the first DHA from a plant-based source that I was able to check off all the boxes in terms of it being the perfect source of plant-based omega-3. And just to give you a sense of the importance of omega-3s, DHA in particular, I just grabbed a couple of charts here. This is from Progress in Retinal and Eye Research. Highest body concentrations of DHA per unit of weight, just basically the highest concentration in our body, are found in the phospholipids of retinal photoreceptors. That's where we create visual images. DHA is the major fatty acid in structural lipids of retinal photoreceptors. DHA is efficiently incorporated and selectively retained in that part of our body. Deficiencies, this is from Current Opinion in Ophthalmology, deficiencies of DHA have been implicated in age-related changes in the eye, and long-chain omega-3 fatty acids may also help to protect against oxidative and age-related changes in the retina. A deficiency of DHA might therefore impair retinal function. This is from Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging. After adipose tissue, body fat, the human brain is the organ that contains the most fat. All cells and organelles in the brain are very rich in polyunsaturated omega-3 fatty acids, principally, almost exclusively, DHA. Lipids, most of which are phospholipids, constitute 60% phospholipids, like phosphatidylcholine, of the solid mass of the brain and are absolutely required for normal brain structure and function. We've learned in recent years that fatty acids are among the most crucial molecules that determine your brain's integrity and ability to perform. And remember, your brain is mostly DHA. Right. Because the brain is predominantly made of fat, almost all of its structures and functions have a crucial dependence on essential fatty acids, in particular DHA, which we get directly from our food. And in the case in America, we don't tend to get from our food. So this is an opportunity from a plant-based source to get that all-important DHA.
Well, I'm so excited that you're watching for so many reasons, because of course you can see the elves in action, and we are broadcasting live throughout the weekend. This is the big show that we wait for, where Andrew does things for us during the holiday season that we...
I just noticed that the way we're looking here, we might not have enough. We'll have to see how much we can produce and how much we'll have available, whether we could talk about this tomorrow, or maybe we'll have a Monday night show, whether we can talk about it on Monday. But again, it's exciting. It is. I hope one day, at the bottom of the screen you see we have the graphic up for the Max Essential Omega-3. That is our comprehensive Omega-3 product with EPA and DHA, and it's incredibly, incredibly affordable. Relatively speaking, this algal DHA is incredibly affordable. It's still more expensive than our Max Essential Omega-3, but to me it's a breakthrough to even get this product in the ballpark in terms of price. To be able to have 250 milligrams of DHA per capsule, and to be able to do it at this price, I never thought possible, and it's no harsh solvents. It's just a natural, clean process, non-GMO. It's because most of the time when algae's making DHA, that algae's been genetically modified. Has not been the case with the algae we're talking about here. This is Mother Nature's little factories making that DHA for you. Okay, so just again, I know he's actually working on availability throughout the weekend. Yes. So yes. They're all over it, as they tell me. So they're aware. They're scrambling on the other side of that wall. Yes, they are. It's exciting. It's a product that I think back 20 years ago. There was a very large company that made all the DHA that was present actually in baby formula. DHA is recognized as being so important for the development of the human brain, they were putting DHA in baby formula. But I think for reasons of allergies or other reasons, they didn't want to use the DHA from fish oil, so they were using DHA. So that was the principal thing. But their material, just the taste, aesthetics, other issues relating to it, it just didn't satisfy me. And that was 20 years ago, so I've had to wait patiently 20 years on the sideline. Lots of other companies were selling algal-based DHA, but none of those materials, none of those products, as I said, checked off the boxes in terms of it being non-GMO, in terms of it having the right aesthetics, in terms of it delivering the benefits without other undesirable issues. this product delivers on that promise.
Okay, so don't hang up. But speaking of checking all the boxes, do you want better hair? Do you want better skin? Do you want better nails? Yes, yes, yes. Check, check, and check. You know, we have some fabulous beauty products here at HSN. I'm so fortunate to work here. We're so devoted to what we do. Nobody's more devoted to you and your better health than Andrew Lessman. But this is a product that in no small measure, Andrew didn't necessarily, I won't say didn't want to create. It's one that we demanded, and I will tell you, I would be the first one in line to scold him if he ever did away with it. Out of all the beauty products that we sell, this is our #1 beauty product. Andrew Lessman is our #1 product line. He has the lowest return rate of any products that we sell here at HSN, and this is his #1. And I can tell you why. Because men and women are seeing a difference. Have you been trying to grow your hair out? Have you been trying to grow your nails out? Have you been wanting to get rid of those gels or those dips or all the things that we do? Think about how much money you just spend on a shampoo. And at the end of the day, this is building better hair, skin, and nails from the inside out. You can hear how passionate I am about this. Do you know that there are over
Plus, it's about 15 cents a capsule.
Is that what it breaks down to?
15 cents a capsule.
Oh, that's crazy. Do you know you have 5,000, almost 6,000 reviews? I know, right? 5,757 reviews, 4.5-star rating. And when we say people, when it comes to beauty products, boy, you better deliver.
If a beauty supplement is going to work, this one will work. If they're not going to work, then I guess then this one won't either. But when you look at those reviews, over 90% of the reviews are positive reviews. And I'm certain when anyone tries this product, they try it as we often do, almost with an intent to disprove it. And what's nice now, because we still have, I think, the money-back guarantee, and this applies to everything.
True.
The money-back guarantee until January 31st.
Correct.
So normally, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee on this product, which is plenty of time to see a difference. Those tissues grow so rapidly, and the opportunity to see them growing differently is amply available in 30 days. But since we're, what is this, December 8th?
Yes.
Which yesterday was December 7th. Yesterday was Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah.
But it was also Muriel's birthday.
I know.
So, but December 8th. So you'll have about a good 6 or 7 weeks to enjoy the benefits of this product. And if you're not enjoying them, if it doesn't work, you get to send it back for a complete refund. And also on the large size, if you happen to be reordering, you can take advantage of that 6 Flex. So, which makes at $79, 6 Flex becomes, what is that, about $13 a payment.
$13, yeah.
So that's pretty remarkable. And the product, those 500 capsules, at 1 capsule per day, which I'd say right now, originally when we introduced this over 20 years ago, it was a 2 capsule a day product, no two ways about it. 2 capsules, some people took even more, 3 or 4 capsules. Today, I would say it's 50-50. Half the people who use it take 2 capsules, half the people who use it take 1 capsule. So at 2 capsules, it's going to last you 8 months. At 1 capsule daily, it's going to last you a year, basically. What does that end up being? A year and 8 months. So it basically lasts you almost 9 months.
It is, so it's like another Today's Special. And as Andrew indicates, you're not going to need the unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January. But when you read these reviews, they read like a love letter. You can hear how passionate I am. I've had the same hairstylist for over 20 years. I'm in my mid-50s, and she even said, my hair is thicker, it is shinier, it is longer, it is healthier than the entire time she's known me. Than the entire time she's known me in my mid-50s. And I gotta tell you, at the end of the day, we all know our hair is our crowning glory. My nails grow like a weed. I don't wear gels or acrylics. My skin is soft. I mean, the thing is, yes, I use beauty products from HSN, of course, but the best beauty product that you can use, men or women, is something that's building better everything inside out.
This breathes life into all of the other products, because all of these other products work on the outside of our body. We're basically dealing with whatever we created. We create our hair, skin, and nails entirely on the inside of our body. The materials that are used to make your hair, skin, and nails, and this is going to be a little weird to think about this, it's something we ate.
True.
If you trace the molecules of your hair and your skin and your nails, and you somehow were able to label them as you ate those food molecules, you'll eventually see them in your hair, skin, and nails. hopefully that will make us pay more attention to what we do in terms of what we eat. But ultimately, there are certain key nutrients, one in particular, biotin, and most supplements don't deliver biotin terribly effectively either. So it's not just putting biotin in a product and it magically works. It has to be the right biotin, has to be at the right levels of biotin, has to be bioavailable, so it has to be able to go to work in your body. So this is a product that delivers the tools that are necessary for your body to do some really intensive work. Over the course of your lifetime, you basically manufacture a whole nother version of you in skin, over 100 pounds of skin. You manufacture hundreds of miles of hair, like a strand of hair that's hundreds and hundreds of miles long. You manufacture nails that if you combine the length of all your nails, finger and toenails, it's hundreds of feet. So that amount of manufacturing work is a very intensive process. And whatever's going on in our lives, whether it's stress or bad diet or medications we take, it's going to affect what goes on inside our body. And guess what? It affects what we see on the outside of our body. So why not do something that positively affects the process on the inside, gives your body the nutrients that aren't available in even the best diet, and can make a difference. And that's why the reviews on these products, on this product in particular, is so unanimously positive.
It hands down. And I have to say, especially in the season of giving, if you are at all wondering where do I start in terms of giving the gift of good health, oh, look no further. Every single year, if my friend Laura in Minneapolis is watching, I get this from my friend Laura, and it's the best gift to give. In fact, of course, you can choose any of the sizes. For most of us, if it's a self-purchase, chances are you, your hubby, everybody in the family is going to want to take this. Then most of us gravitate to that 500. If you went to my hotel room right now, I actually, because again, I'm so obsessed with this, I actually travel with the 50 count, but at only wow, that's crazy. At only $13, that makes the ultimate stocking stuffer. So there's savings on all of the sizes. So if you want to give the gift of good health, why not give the gift of good hair, skin, and nails as only Andrew can do it for Christmas? I mean, why not?
I'm not someone who uses expensive shampoos at all, but I probably spend more than 15 cents a day on shampoo.
True. Good point.
And that's all this product. If you take one capsule a day, and one capsule a day will deliver benefits. As I said, half the people who use this take one capsule a day roughly. So at one capsule a day, you're at about 15 cents a day. Probably shampoo, conditioner, that's without even thinking about any of the other products that we use in terms of or nail care, if we get a manicure or whatever we might do ourselves. So when it comes to expense, this product today is significantly less expensive than when I introduced it. In fact, multiples less expensive, because today at 4,000 micrograms of biotin, the original product was 500 micrograms. So today it's less expensive, and you're also getting 8 times more of the key ingredient. So if you did the math, you're paying pennies versus what you paid 20 years ago on this product. And today you're getting the ingredients that you can read the reviews. You could have high confidence that this is going to deliver in a way that's meaningful, or you get a full refund.
Absolutely. Okay, so literally for pennies a day. Okay, I also spy the phytoceramides, and it's so funny. When you introduce this, Andrew, everybody are like, what? Phyto what? And then anyone who's tried it loves it.
Well, this is, again, one of those products that I've been thinking about for a long time. Because as much as we might put moisturizers on the outside of our body, I've known, anyone who knows how the human body works knows that the body has all sorts of really carefully designed systems to retain moisture. Not because our body wants our skin to look beautiful. Our body does want our skin to be healthy, and being moist is part of that. But holding on to moisture is survival. I mean, the greatest threat to our survival for thousands and thousands and thousands of years was lack of food or lack of water. So it's very important, if we deliver water to our body, that our body hold on to it. And the ingredient that our body uses omega-3s. We talked about that earlier. Omega-3 fats. Our body uses cholesterol. So cholesterol has all sorts of healthy roles. We just want it at good levels. And our body uses phytoceramides. Phytoceramides are the key molecule involved in moisturizing our skin. So phytoceramides, our body manufactures them at low levels and delivers them, or we get them from food and delivers them to our skin to do the moisturizing role from the inside out. That's what we're delivering here. Clinical studies on this ingredient have shown that when ingested, it delivers those same moisturizing role. They've traced the molecules. They could track the molecules going to the skin where it delivers its benefits. And the key to having moist skin, as much as sometimes it's inconvenient because we might have to go to the bathroom more often than we'd like, the key to moist skin, no matter what we put on the outside of our body, no matter how wonderful the phytoceramides are that we're using, that we put inside our body, we have to deliver the water. We have to deliver the water because hydration of our skin starts and ends from the inside out. And the investment in this is what helps your body hold on to that moisture.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to go do a quick tour
Andrew
here.
Lessman is the only person in the world I would do this for, just for the record.
That's a good look.
Am I Lucy or am I Ethel? Or am I Laverne or Shirley?
Am I Ricky? I'll be
Tomato.
Ricky.
Tomato.
Ricky Ricardo.
Yes.
Okay. So,
we do this though, so that
Yes.
we can do the live tour.
no, so yes, and as we're doing this like this because we're going out into the laboratory facility. In fact,
Okay.
we built this area here. The puppies are going to remain over here inside the hermetically sealed
That's
set.
right.
And now
So we
we're
go
going to
this
do a
way?
quick tour here.
Sounds good.
So we'll do a lap here. We'll get to see the new machine.
Oh, I'm excited
Hopefully we'll
about
have some
that.
video footage of the little train that runs between our facilities
I
here.
love that. Andrew, when did you put in that new? Well, I'll wait until we get there. I mean, but for someone who hasn't seen this before,
So
this
is
unique.
our main bottling line. We have a few bottling lines,
Right.
but this is our main higher speed bottling line. And as you can see, oddly enough, what we're making right now is
There you go.
healthy hair, skin, and nails. So we just got done talking about that.
Nice.
So, and we're making a small size there. So that's probably a 30 capsule supply or a 60 capsule supply. This is a powder fill room that powder goes into packets, like our secure packets. This is where we fill tea bags. We make our own teas. So we bring our raw materials. We bring, say, chamomile from Egypt, organic chamomile, and we make our chamomile tea there. What we're currently running is, as you can see, we're running Egyptian chamomile tea. So that's what we're currently running. And that machine is all self-contained. So you load the chamomile tea in, and so it's not exposed to the outside environment at all. It comes from Japan. You would figure a great tea-making machine, the technology for tea-making would have to come from Japan.
Exactly. By the way, look at all these beautiful faces.
These are all photos of from Vitamin Angels. We get our donated prenatal vitamins. This is a corridor that we use that connects our two warehouses and also can supply our production environment.
Oh, wow.
So that environment is where all the raw materials and packaging comes in. That's where our finished products leave. And it all moves through here.
Okay.
So it's sort of a sandwich.
Right.
And we have offices on either side as well. So this is the middle of the sandwich, the meat, so to speak. That's where we do all our work. So here, this is our blending corridor, but I just saw this as I was walking to the set for the first time.
What is that?
This is the new machine, and I'll give everybody a sneak peek. If we could get a peek of that. That's our new sweetener that's going to be coming.
You are kidding.
It's called sucrose. I call it that because sucre is the French word for sugar, but it doesn't contain sugar. And I've been trying to do this for so long, I thought it was a success. So it's kind of sucre and success.
See, he is Willy Wonka. The strawberries taste like strawberries.
That's a new machine. That's where all the powders will go into our powder vitamin C drink. It's where our powders will go into our pet little packets, so you could open an eye product for your pet and sprinkle it on their food.
Oh, Andrew, that's genius.
And these are all our it's a large blender. I was going to say these are our small blenders, but only relatively speaking. Most people would consider that a very, very large blender. But the larger blenders, this blender here, this is 75 cubic feet. But now we're going to go on the other side, and we're more than double that.
Wow.
Two blenders that are more than double that.
And of course, you've got all the space here.
So this is what I was talking about also. If you notice out here, the ceiling is about 45 feet tall.
Wow. And
We also couldn't do this in California, I guess because of earthquakes and all.
Sure.
So this is where the raw materials, and as we see bottles and things, packaging comes in. And then all of these things move through here.
Right.
And that's where they become products.
Right.
And then they leave the backside, the warehouse on the other side. So this is we're going to 2 more blending machines here and 2 large blenders.
Oh, here we go.
And these are large cylindrical blenders. This is a 300 cubic foot blender. It's 4 times the size of the 75. This is enormous. If you look closely, the tolerances in the ceiling and things, Matt, who built all this, Matt Ryba, my buddy who put all this together, the tolerances, we're talking about fractions of an inch.
oh, wow.
And that when we did this, we had to dig a hole probably 10 feet deep because that 300 cubic foot blender is holding thousands and thousands of pounds of powder. As it moves, it could move.
Right.
So it has to be locked into the ground. Here's another large blender here. So we have our 300 cubic foot blender. We have our 150 cubic foot blender, 75. We have a few smaller blenders on the other side
make
as
sure
well.
everything is mixed beautifully, right?
And there's all sorts of standards that you have to apply. When we do a blend, we then sample the blend to make sure that everything is homogeneous.
Right.
Because you don't want a multivitamin with too much vitamin C in this capsule,
Right.
a little too little vitamin E here. You want something where it's all homogeneous and consistent. This is where we fill like secure meal replacement, marine collagen peptides. We even fill Choco Nuvo here.
Wow.
So this is our large powder fill, our large container filling line where we're not typically putting, the other was a bottling
Right,
line where we're putting
okay.
capsules in. So this is more for loose powders
Okay.
and things like Choco Nuvo squares. This is our cooler warehouse here. And this is where, as you can see, and you could sort of smell chocolate in here.
Oh, you can.
But that's 74% Choco Nuvo. So this is the time of year where we stock up on Choco Nuvo.
my goodness.
After summer, we restart our production.
Right.
And by December, we are fully stocked up, and that's why we're doing our Today Special on Choco Nuvo. This is our encapsulation corridor. On both sides of this corridor, we either have high-speed capsule machines on this side that we're running here.
Right.
That again, we run without lubricants, without flowing agents, without additives, which is very difficult. We have some products that are nightmares to run, but we don't use additives. And then we have some semi-automatic machines on the other side.
Right.
Machines that we, like that I used to run a machine. Over the weekend, I'll show how I used to run machines like that 35 years ago. So shall we keep going or shall we?
Actually, I think we're going to keep going. And by the way, you also have great facilities upstairs as well, and product testing.
Upstairs, we do all our soft gel testing,
Right.
Our soft gel creation. We also have a full lab here. So every time a raw material comes in here,
Right.
it's assayed to make sure it meets all specifications.
Okay.
So we test every raw material. We test products in production. We test products after production. And then we even test retention samples later to ensure that the products are what they're supposed to be.
All in-house. And I mean,
All in-house.
that's the thing that's so incredible. I mean, from the labeling to the product design
Right.
to making it all with the energy of the sun.
We can make products most affordable for everyone if we are what they call vertically integrated.
Right.
So we try to do everything ourselves to make sure that it's done correctly.
Right.
That's the only way I've learned. The only way you know it's done right is if you do it yourself. That's what we do here. We do it ourselves, and it makes it more affordable.
It does.
So it's both more affordable and it's better quality.
It is indeed. And you can see the magic at work.
And we have another smaller bottling line here
Right.
as well. And then we have our packaging lines that puts vitamins into packets.
Right.
We have another packaging machine there to do the same thing.
And it's so, you have to wrap your brain around
the warehouse
this.
there.
And the warehouse over there. But all of these lights, all of these machines, all of these cameras.
All solar energy.
All solar
the lights
energy.
in the factory are all LED.
Yep.
Everything is LED.
Everything.
We're probably the first, I'd say, company in America to go all LED, and we
Yeah.
did that probably 15 years ago.
And look who's waiting.
He's waiting. My bud. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud.
He's such a good boy.
I'm sorry.
And Marcel has
hey,
to get
Marcel.
in the act now, too.
Hey, Marcel. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. I know.
I
And it's
love
Buddy. Hi, boy.
Such good boys. Such good boys.
Yeah.
See,
Our dogs make us feel special.
they
Yes.
do indeed.
Buddy.
They do indeed. All right.
Although Buddy, you have to be careful because I always find myself almost stepping on him. Yes. No,
I know.
Where's?
You'll have
we're
to thank
so-
Mom for letting him come to
Where'd
the
he get Marcel?
broadcast. I mean, seriously. Oh, I was wondering whose monkey that was.
What?
All right, well, that is just part of the magic, and I have to say, ooh, I feel very windblown. I'll adjust
Yes.
myself
Oh,
accordingly.
you look
See?
wonderful.
You know, it's like I've
You
got
have-
that.
You have that kind of tousled look.
Exactly.
Yes, it's a good thing.
And see, and we haven't even started midnight yet, folks.
Yes.
But of course, the big today's special, it's a.
So it's now at midnight. It starts being like 9 o'clock in France. So
true.
I'll be waking up soon. So.
That's true. Well, we are just a few minutes away, of course, before the official launch of
The Choco Nouveau
the
Today
Choco
special.
Nouveau.
Although it's just our little sneak peek has
Yes.
been pretty exciting. But we'll be back with that. And really important for this time of year, we'll talk about our PC liver and brain and our liver antioxidant extracts because it's important year round, but especially this time of year. Rather than thinking about what we need to make up for in January, might as well get a head start now.
Indeed. Okay, see, it's live TV. I was
Oh, look at you. Look what you did.
all
You just
through,
look.
all through the magic of live TV, folks.
Yes.
All right, we are scooting along. Here's another product that is a real superhero. And, you know, the thing of it is, actually, my dad was actually told that he should be taking cinnamon. For a lot of us, I think most Americans struggle with that blood sugar management. And, you know, whether you're carrying a little extra weight, in our family, genetically, we are just predisposed. We, you know, have challenges in that area. Isn't it nice that there's a natural product to help us maintain those levels? Well, Andrew did it. When he debuted this, it really did become a superhero product. In fact, I'm just going to look at the reviews. Do you know of almost 700 reviews, 666, it is a 4.7 star customer pick rating. Remember, everything is on 6-pay FlexPay. Everything has that extended holiday return policy until the end of January. You just pick your size of choice. We have our 30, our 60, our 120, or our 240. Big savings, extended holiday return policy. Andrew, this is a product that is so beloved by those of us who take it. And, you know, we waited for you to do this, too. It was something that many of us wanted you to do.
And I hear the complaints
I know.
sometimes because I tend to be very patient. And a perfect example, we talked earlier about our new algal, our new algae-based DHA product. A lot of folks are, say, vegans or might be allergic to fish or something like that. And I can't make a product until we validate the ingredient, until we make sure that, yes, if the science is there and the interest is there, sure, I can make a product and it will sell, but I'm not interested in selling a product unless and until I know it's worthy of your consuming it. And it took a while with cinnamon. We had to go through a whole range of botanical extracts until we found extracts that met the standardization that was recommended in the science, and then experientially that the product was used and we tested it and it was validated. So this is a product that if you're someone like me, like all of us who are getting older, and especially if you're overweight, but just the mere aging process tends to be challenging to our carbohydrate and our glucose metabolism. So I think for all of us, we start paying attention to our fasting glucose levels, our A1C level, which is an even more interesting and meaningful measure, but we start paying attention to that as we get older. As I said, if we're overweight, if we're not as active as we should be for whatever reason, then this is a natural ingredient that whatever efforts we're making to support ourselves positively in that regard, this is the perfect natural tool to add to it.
It is indeed, and it's something I buy for my dad. I know we were talking about giving thanks for Andrew and thanks for the holiday season. It's an amazing gift for somebody that you love and care about if you know that they struggle or have been told that they really need to watch their blood sugar levels. In our family, like I said, my dad is very lean, yet it's still in our family. It's something that he has to be aware of.
Oh, you hear the same thing. Unfortunately, we don't have a product that can support healthy blood pressure levels.
Right.
But it's one of those things that you could look perfectly healthy on the outside. You could be lean. You could be active. But, you know, our chemistry, sometimes we just can point a finger and blame our parents.
Right.
That unfortunately, certainly if we're overweight, if we're sedentary, it tends to contribute to a risk for hypertension or to type 2 diabetes. But we could do everything correctly, and our metabolism, our physiology just might not cooperate. So to the extent we try to do everything the right way in terms of diet, in terms of activity, in terms of following the guidance that our doctors give us, cinnamon is just a great tool if our goal is to support the healthy blood sugar metabolism, healthy insulin metabolism. Then cinnamon is a natural tool with validation that's the perfect choice in terms of a natural support for something I think we're all seeking as we get older.
We are indeed. Now, here's the one thing, and that's why I always defer to Andrew. Remember, customer pick, it is a runaway hit. This is also one of our more limited inventory items. And certainly, we're at the source. We're at Willy Wonka's factory. You'll see his chocolate at midnight. But
I'll know later.
Okay. That's why I always defer to you.
This should be fine.
Okay.
I think sometimes what happens is when we start a visit, we usually start our special pricing on Friday.
Oh, that's true.
You know, later on Friday.
Gotcha, yeah.
So sometimes there's a lot of orders that come in at that pricing on Friday. So I think we'll be fine.
Okay, sounds good.
I generally think we'll be fine, and we almost always are.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So we generally have the capacity to not run out of things, so there's usually not a call for urgency. If there is on a Today Special, I say something like before summer with Choco Nuvo. Otherwise, I think we're going to be fine.
For sure. I can tell you this, and it's so funny. I ran out of time. I was going to take a picture of I'll call it my Andrew Lessman vitamin vault. Even when I travel, I swear to you, I see you when I get ready, whether I'm on vacation or not. I travel with this. I've got the cranberry. I've got the liver. You know, we all have our favorites, but certainly...
I always turn the bottles around so I don't see, even if I'm at my friend's house, because I don't need to look at my picture on the label, so I always turn the labels around.
You are hilarious. Yeah. But I say hi to you every morning and good night to you every night. Well, I do. And I travel with you. Who knew? But it is something I know you will swear by. In our family, like I said, it's made a significant difference.
Affordable. Again, this is a product, 240 capsules for $44.90, so it's less than 20 cents a capsule. You could choose whatever flex you want to choose on this, and many are asked how many capsules a day. It's a product that at most 2 capsules.
Yeah.
I typically just take 1 capsule. If I'm being less responsible in terms of my sugar intake and my challenges to my carbohydrate metabolism, then I might take 2 or 3, but
Sounds
typically
good.
1.
Well, speaking of things that we really rely on this time of year, boy, oh boy, do we love this. This is one I've got in my hotel room for a lot of reasons. We're stressed, we're traveling, we're probably not sleeping as much, our diet is kind of off. These are the things that really help to naturally support us in those areas.
It's, as I often say, there's so many products out there that claim to be sort of curing colds or flu, and it's just sort of crazy. The only opportunity we have in that regard is being smart in terms of lifestyle decisions. We want to make sure we get adequate rest. We want to cope with stress as best we can. We want to eat well. We want to maintain hydration, not just for beautiful skin, but hydration is the key to our immune system functioning well. Hydration is a critical part of our body functioning well. Water is the principal ingredient in our body. We basically are an aqueous environment. So we want to do all those things correctly. And then the only thing a supplement like this can do is just give you those established ingredients that support your immune system, because that is the line of defense. It's the first line and it's the last line of defense when it comes to viruses or things like that we might be concerned about this time of year. So all this product can do, and apparently it does it well, because this is virtually a perfectly reviewed product. So it's a product that comes with great expectations, but it obviously doesn't disappoint if you look at the reviews on this product, and it just gives you the tools that your immune system can benefit from in terms of supporting it during what is a challenging time of year. And last year was a tough year for all of us. Hopefully this year is going to be a better year.
Indeed. To that end, 4.8. 4.8
stars. I'm not sure how many reviews there are.
Almost 500.
And how many are 5-star?
441.
441 are five-star. Of less than 500 reviews,
Right.
441 are five-star
Do the
reviews.
math. Basically, every single person.
So over 90% five-star reviews.
Isn't
Yeah.
that incredible? So you just pick your size of choice. Of course, we have the
Pretty
30.
amazing.
I actually travel with the 30. I have both. So I'm traveling with the 30 right now. I really am. That's in my hotel room. And then, of course, the 60, the 180, and the 360. Big savings, especially when you add up all the different components, because a lot of us take, because I also take your vitamin C, but you've got additional elements in this, right?
It's like a separate vitamin C.
It is.
And then originally when this product started off, over 30 years ago, it was vitamin C and B complex to help us deal with stress, because we know that supports our immune system, vitamin C. And then the research came out on echinacea golden seal. So then we put standardized extracts of echinacea golden seal. And then the research was published on astragalus and mushroom extract, and we've improved the standardizations of both of those. So now it's really become a comprehensive formula that's simply designed to give your body the tools it needs to support the immune system.
Well, you know what's, when you added the astragalus and the mushroom, I mean, that, it's crazy because you should have raised the price. I mean,
It's actually lower now than
I know.
it was. Yeah.
And I say that kind of like he's not going to hear me, or like America, you should have raised the price.
And it's funny, we're dealing with some raw material issues now, and basically, if we save on a raw material,
I know.
we just lower the price. That's how it works. So
really
we
are
don't use it
remarkable.
as an opportunity to increase margins. We just lower the price. So and that's
think
why
that's
over the
fabulous.
years we've seen so many of my products that are the same or better pricing than they were 20, 30, 40 years ago. So that's always my goal, is to, whatever your budget might be, that you get as much spending as little as you choose.
Absolutely. So, of course, we're getting ready to turn the page to a brand new day, and it is the best night to be here. Of course, it's an opportunity to give back. Thanks to yourself, thanks for Andrew Lessman, thanks to the people that you love and care about. Perfect platform to start. You know this is something that you'll want to take advantage of in the coming year, but boy, if you are looking at whether you're eating foods or taking medications that you maybe take more of, and you want to help support your liver, or you want something yummy that's going to help lower your cholesterol.
The most delicious chocolate in the world. Coming
Best
up.
prices of the year. If you're ready, I know I am. It's the brand new start of a brand new day and our today's specials. Okay, well, Veruca Salt, look out. I'm broadcasting live from Willy Wonka's factory, i.e., also known as the amazing Andrew Lessman, who is responsible for the